to be honest, I always used to say, even to my son, like, you don't need anybody to tell you you're good enough before you know you're good enough, because it just limits how far you're going to go as a person.
And your expectations from people.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's how I've always been, that's how I'll always be, and that's how I'll tell people around me to actually be, because that's the way to go.
Nice. Hey mamas, welcome back to this week's episode of Mums Next Door. On Mums Next Door, as we know, is a place where we share tales of tantrums, triumphs, and tender moments. Guys, we bring mothers on this platform to share their experiences, struggles, whatever it may be, during pregnancies, motherhood, postpartum, and all the joyful moments that motherhood brings. Guys, on today's episode, we do have a very special guest. She's a mother of one, she's a fashion designer, she's an entrepreneur, and above all, she's a very beautiful woman inside and outside. Ladies, help me welcome Shola Ogudu. Hey, hello baby girl.
Hi.
Thank you so much for honoring us your presence on this platform. It's a pleasure. So, for the little 1% out there who do not know who you are, could you please kindly introduce yourself to us?
I mean, it would be a repetitive introduction because
Maria did that.
Yep. An amazing job. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to talk you through the segments of how we run the show. Okay. So we're going to start with rapid fire questions. Okay. First of all, we've got this placard for you with your beautiful face on it. So this is a yes for the questions that you can relate to. Okay. And this is a thumbs down for those that you cannot relate to. I actually really like this picture of yours.
Me too.
Thank you. I'm glad you like. Oh, good. Thank you. Did you at any time put your desires on hold for motherhood? Yeah? Aww. Would you want to tell us?
I mean, it's the price you pay for
100%.
Motherhood. And coming from my own end, you know, I had my baby pretty early. I was in uni, my final year, so obviously I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
As soon as I finished uni, my baby came.
Awesome.
So I had to put my service on hold for like a year to...
You're a new mom,
exactly. And then go back to...
studying afterwards?
No, to service. Like I finished uni, I had my baby after my final year, so do my NYSC, my teaching work. And then, but the thing is, growing up, I've always liked kids.
Awesome.
So although it came a bit early, but it was okay.
And that's life, and it's awesome. Look at you now.
Exactly. So it was okay, and I mean, here we are now.
It's so funny you just said, oh, you know, I had it a bit earlier. Obviously, your son's almost 13? Yeah. Back then, I bet Nigerians, as we behave and very critical, like we criticize a lot, they would have been, but it's literally pure joy. It doesn't matter what age, early, old, middle, as long as...
I'm sorry, but these are like life choices. Like
100%.
Whatever people say
100%.
shouldn't
and
count.
as long as it works for you.
It was me in it, nobody else.
Good.
So, I mean, it was okay. I was handling it, so yeah.
We're super proud of you. You're welcome. Do you feel like motherhood expectations are unrealistic? No, you don't feel so?
No. Because, now the thing is, it comes with its own manual.
Yeah.
Once you
individual manual.
Yes, exactly. Individual manual. Once you have your baby, it's like, I don't know, by default, you just...
become a mother.
All this understanding just comes to you. So I don't think... And it depends on what, you know, you want to achieve or what you want from your child.
Well.
Exactly, your expectations.
What about from the public point of view? Do you think it's unrealistic? I don't care about the public. I love her because, like, who are you? Like, leave me alone.
The doesn't really count because when you're going through what you're going through,
no one cares about you. It's all right. So why is it?
Exactly. When you were carrying your pregnancy, they were not there helping you out. When you were pushing your baby, so why should their opinion count?
Not helping you.
Exactly.
So what are you talking about?
To be honest, like...
Good. I love that you have that mindset. That's awesome. It should, Do you feel like you're a good mom? Yeah.
Do you have like 5 of this? let's give everybody one each.
Bless
Of
you.
course.
Yes, and you
Yes.
are a good mom. And
Of
I'm not
course.
just saying this because you're sat on this chair.
Of
You
course.
are a good mom.
Thank you.
Awesome. Do you feel like you're a typical African parent or like you're a soft parent? Which one? African
My
parent.
son thinks I'm a typical Nigerian
Mother.
mom. And it never used to be like that. I think with age, like your child's age,
Grows.
you have to be
Caution,
firm.
discipline.
Exactly. Because with my kid, I started him off on tough love from the beginning. For his own, and that's what he's
Shout out
living
to
off.
my dad. That's what I got.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
helps on the long run. And if you're a young mom and you have other things you want to do, you
doing,
need that.
Yeah,
Or
to
you'll be stuck.
mold
Exactly,
them,
exactly.
else they lose the way. And this is a young man that you have to make
Exactly.
a big, real man out there
Exactly.
someday.
Man,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome, I like that. My son's still 7 months, so I have no say in this. I don't know what I am. I don't know if I'm an African mom yet. I don't know if I'm a
I'm
soft
sure you're still a
parent.
very soft.
So very soft. I hate
Yes.
to see him cry. Once he's like, yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But yeah, I even sometimes frown at my nanny, like, why did you let him cry for that long?
But babies are meant to cry.
To be fair, I'm
If
quite
you didn't cry in
lucky.
the hospital, you won't come home with him. Do you know that?
Oh yes, that's true.
So, yeah.
That is true. But yeah,
Exactly.
I do have this question I ask every mother, so please answer this.
Okay.
Do you want more kids?
Of course.
Awesome. I love that for you.
course.
Good,
Yeah, sure.
good. So we're moving over to the main discussions, which is why we're here and which is why this platform is born. It's all about, you know, new moms, young moms, old moms, whatever it is, all types of motherhood, just being on the platform, sharing their experiences, their struggles, their joyfulness, everything relating to motherhood and its glory. That's what this platform is all about. For those out there who might be struggling and need help or advice or listening, listen to these beautiful ladies as they share their advices. Your child is a teenage child now.
Well, yeah.
How does that make you feel?
So I don't know how to explain. I'm to be honest, on my way here when I was driving to this place, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be as honest as possible.
Good. I love that. Thank you.
Because
There are people out there who would learn.
exactly. So now my son, because I was going to say baby, but that man
He's not a
is
baby. That man, he's only 13.
what?
Oh,
He's
bless.
growing now, puberty, all of that, you know.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, I would have expected a lot more, you know.
Yeah, like,
But he's
a good boy.
yeah, he's trying his best.
That's from you.
Exactly, he's
Yeah.
trying his best, and I think I'm taking back
Proud.
my tough love quote once more. Yeah, because he's growing and he's in.
There's a different version.
Now the thing is, with life, yeah, you can train your kids as much as you want, do the best, but you're not responsible for the
For the
other
path in
kids
life.
that they meet.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Exactly. So that's where you have to, you know, revisit your training and your
Skills, yeah.
advices and prayers too, to be fair.
100%.
So yeah, but well, out of 100% he's doing great. I'll give him like an
Awesome.
80%.
Tifa, we're proud of you out there, just like your mum is.
Yes.
Awesome. So how does that make you, Shola, feel? Superhero?
Not really. I'm just.
You're his superhero.
I'm just thankful because you know it's not easy, girl.
No, I
It's
know.
not.
I mean, I'm still a 7 month
That's what I'm saying.
old
Like,
mom, but I
yeah,
can
like
just imagine.
thinking back, I'm like, geez, I really want him to grow. It's exciting to see him grow, but then when he's growing, I'm like,
Calm down. I
Exactly.
still need you. I want to cuddle you.
exactly.
You don't
But
even
yeah,
kiss me anymore.
exactly. So we just have to keep doing the best we can, really, and that's what I'm
Good.
doing.
And your best is perfect. We see that. Yeah, we see
Trying
that.
my
You're
best.
so handsome. I think he looks just like
And
you.
I think that's an additional problem. I'm not
all
going
the
to say
girls
too
are-
much because if he sees
Let's say
this,
it all. All the girls are waiting for him.
I'm finished. And you know, he's in school. Everybody will be like, your mommy said. So let me not say too much about
Hey,
it.
to be fair, whatever girl you go out for there, I'm joking. Off
I was
camera.
like, wait, what?
I'm joking. Too
Yeah.
young for that, but yeah, awesome. Would you say, or rather, how has motherhood changed you as a person, like Shola, like this is Shola? Did it ever change you? Do you think it's changed you?
Not really, to be honest. The only differences. Baby, it made me grow up faster than,
yeah.
But I like it though. I
Good.
mean, it has helped me with my spirit of discernment. Like I make good decisions with people, with things.
Yeah.
So I enjoy it, to be honest.
So mentally you're more mature in life.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think you have a whole man to train.
I know. So yeah,
that's
I mean,
awesome.
and typically I'm like I'm so into myself. Like
Good.
I just associate with people because sometimes you just need to. No man is an island, but typically I like to.
Are you a Taurus?
No, Aries.
April.
Yes.
When is your birthday?
It was a couple of days ago. April 19th.
I was just going to say, because I'm typically very content with myself. I love my own company and everything about myself.
Exactly.
Yeah. So just to have other people is an additional.
To be honest, I always tell my friends, like, it's a privilege to have. No, I don't say it in it.
I love it. No, I love it.
To be honest, I'm not saying.
This is something I would say.
I'm not saying it in a
I'm a very good friend.
proud way, but I'm just saying that's.
Yeah, because you're so into your own space that if I even
Exactly.
have you as a friend,
I'm telling you.
like it's not like it's an honor, but because of the type of person I am,
exactly.
it's
Because
kind
if
of like
I'm to pick, I would pick my peace and quiet.
100%, yeah.
I don't like stress. And you know, women generally are just.
We're very stressful, dramatic. Hey.
Exactly. So yeah.
Awesome. So you're still the same Shola, but just the mature. Good. Can you share a funny or heartwarming story or motherhood experience with us?
So every day with my child is like heartwarming, to be honest.
Oh, don't make
I
me
really
cry.
can't even
Stop
pick
it.
a point but now the thing is, if I have to go into details, it will sound too personal or too.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Exactly, and I really don't want to be too. But
And he's a growing man. He's going to be like, Mommy, you went there and said this.
To be fair, like every time he comes home, he's like, Mommy, my friend showed me a picture, a video, you know, of me wishing you happy birthday shirtless. I'm like, Tife, I'm confused. Like, it's not, it was like, no, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying. I'm like, okay. This is a different phase. And I'm like, okay, we have to move with care and caution.
He's overprotective of you as well, likewise him already.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like that.
And I think because of, like, I mean, he's a ladies' man. So he's trying to keep his cool, like on 100%.
Yeah, like, don't spoil my
Doesn't
swag
want
outside,
anybody.
mommy.
Exactly.
Why? I'm so cool. Why are you
And
trying
I'm
to
looking at this little
big
boy. Like, if I slap you.
See this small rat
But
that
then
I
again, I get it. Like, he's growing. At the end, he can't always be mommy's
And we were all
baby.
like that, though.
Yeah.
At some
facts.
point, yeah, growing up.
Exactly.
You just... not like you're ashamed of your parents, but
It's
you just think
just
they're not
growth.
cool, and you're the cool one, so don't cramp my style, mommy. Yeah.
I'm trying to keep up. I cannot even believe that he thinks I'm an old woman, because I used to feel not like old woman, but like he's too cool for me. Exactly.
If he
like,
ever thinks you're an
he's
old
just
woman.
like well, you know, there are some things that you can't do anymore. I'm like, try me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but
and very soon he's going to be 18, and you're going to take him to his first party.
Well, turning up together, whether he likes it or not.
Awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's better to have that experience with him. Honestly, you actually sound like he's the love of your life.
Well,
not being
related.
able to publicly, you know, share those is like protection. You know, this is my...
Like, there's a level of understanding. Like, if it was like 3-5 years ago, I'll be here saying things because it will not really matter to him at that time. But now, all of these things count. And to me, I'm just saying it because it makes me happy. But it might just mean, Mommy, really, though? So,
why did you have to do that to me? Good.
Yeah.
How would you say you approach difficult conversations with your son? For people out there who might have teenagers who, like you said, your son's a good boy in somewhat of a way, but there are other families out there, maybe the children, the teenagers are being very naughty. How would you, could you give us your parenting style of like approaching difficult, you know, like you were saying, like he just, about the shirtless thing. Let's say it was something more serious, like God forbid something came out on the internet about you, or maybe not even the social media world, anything. How do you approach that sort of conversation with him?
So with my son, it's been like from
Childhood.
the what's it called, foundation.
Good.
We already had that foundation where he could literally tell me any and everything.
Okay.
So I tough love, yes, but I was not like hostile.
Okay.
So I made sure that I was his first point of contact.
Good.
So regardless of whatever it is, he feels more comfortable telling me.
To confide in you.
So it's like it became natural as he grew older, like whatever it is, even if he's in trouble, he knows he will get scolded for it, but he would just tell me, just so nobody else tells me first.
So how did you do that? I want to know, because
I know. So now that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, it's not, your child is not too young, you know. It's not too young. Like, I wish I had videos of when my son was.
Really?
You would think maybe I hated him.
Serious?
But that's the thing. You need tough love. You need it. Like, if your child is crying for something that you know, it's like, let him cry. To be honest.
He's only 7 months.
I know. To be honest, let him cry for a bit. They need to start to understand that, you know, life is not, you know, all
roses.
Yeah. So that's how it was with him. And now, like, he can literally ask me for literally anything. Now, and if I say no, he doesn't even get upset or no, he understands that for the fact that my mom is saying no, there's a reason and there's a good reason. So that's how you really want to have a child that even if you take him anywhere in the world, your mind is at rest that, okay, my son is well behaved. Yeah. Do you know how many times people have called me up to say, Shola,
so proud.
Your son is
that's that feeling.
Exactly,
I want that feeling one day.
So, I mean, it's not, Rome was not built in a day, and nothing 100%. Good comes easy. I always say this. I think this is my mommy quote.
Oh, yeah?
Nothing good comes easy. Yes, exactly. So you have to work towards it. You can't just wake up and want a child that is...
a perfect child.
Exactly.
I mean, for me, growing up, my dad was a very, very African, like, parenting type of man.
Because to be honest, sorry to cut you short, if you see now, like, I don't want to say Gen Z kids, but...
No, Gen Z kids.
With all their freedom and, like, you can see what is happening, exactly. So, you really don't even want... Me, personally, and my son has a lot of, you know, situations surrounding him. Whether or not he likes it, he's going to be out there one way or the other. 100%. So I really want him to be...
It's his life now.
Exactly. Well put together, and always remember that, you know, you can be the point of correction to other
100%,
people.
And because you're a superstar or, you know, in that limelight doesn't mean you have to be... You can still show decency.
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that for you. Yeah, so like I was saying, my dad, all I had was tough love, but real tough love. Like, at the end of it, like when I grew up to be a teenager and it was more or less just me and him, I appreciated him more, like, because he became my best friend, because it was like, when I was much younger, I hated him. I was like, this man hates me. But it wasn't that. Like, it was, you've done something, he'll shout, he'll show you tough love. Like, I got my hair cut so many times just for... like the most littlest thing, because he probably thought, your hair's your beauty, right? All right, then sit down there, and he'll just cut your hair. And I used to in my head think, oh my God.
I know.
I can't wait to grow up and run away. But like you grow up and you actually appreciate those things, because it's disciplined me as a person. It's made me somewhat knowing what type of future I want for myself.
Exactly.
So I do appreciate all of that. So tough love, I reckon, is the best. So I know that your son's almost, or rather is a teenager now, but I don't know if you can go back to memory lane, you know, when he was a baby, toddler, all of that. What would you say about support in that sort of newborn, baby, toddler stage of motherhood? Is it something you experienced? If you didn't, if you did, what sort of advice would you give mothers out there, you know, for those struggling with zero support? You know, be it emotionally, friendship-wise, financially, anything.
So, well, I had support from my parents.
Good.
Like, I had a good, and this has nothing to do with finances or anything.
Okay.
But, more of mental, emotional. I had my family members. I had my son's dad's family members as well.
Family as well.
To be honest, like,
good.
Everybody did the best
they could.
But personally, I'm a very
Hands-on.
Yeah, determined young lady.
We're so alike.
If I set my mind to something, regardless, and that's how it has worked. That's what has brought me this far, really, because you can't really depend on people to. But
100%.
do you understand?
100%.
So if it comes,
Great.
fantastic. But if
Yeah.
not, yeah, I got this kind of.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, I had like hands-on family members from his dad's, from my parents, my
Good,
siblings. It
good.
was good, and he was an amazing kid because he did everything so quickly. He started to crawl or walk at 9 months, actually.
All right, big boy.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
it was a lot easier. It was not
you,
stressful. He never peed on the, like he
Yeah,
knew,
good,
potty training, everything. So
good.
it made things a lot easier
Easier
for
for
me.
you.
So, well, for people out there, I mean, it might not be similar, but
Yeah.
it has to do with you. You have to actually know that this is your own course to carry. That's where
Yeah,
it starts
yeah.
from. Once you have that mindset, everything comes easy.
Okay.
And yeah.
Awesome. There was something that you said that's triggered. So basically, do you believe, because obviously you said he was such a good boy, different stages, toddler, baby stage, so it's not like he peed, he knew certain things. I don't just believe that children are just born and they're automatically perfect. Do you think some sort of, maybe during your pregnancy stage, maybe your aura, your mental state, the sort of way that you kept yourself? I want to hear from you before I tell you my belief.
Maybe. Like, I would not dispute that fact.
Yeah.
That is a possibility that, my antenatal, what they call it, pre helps because I was very hands-on with my meds, with my hospital visits, with my mental state.
health.
Like, I did not for 1 second feel like, the world was coming down.
Good,
Yeah, so
good.
maybe that helped.
I don't know, it's not being said out a lot there, but I have some sort of research in my head that I've concluded that's the reason my child is such a happy child.
Possibly.
And like, he doesn't even give me trouble. Like,
Possibly.
I consciously decided that, throughout my pregnancy, I mean, I had great support, by the way, because obviously I don't know the opposite of maybe if I didn't have great support during pregnancy, maybe I'll mentally not be okay and stuff like that. So I don't know. I had great support from all angles, everyone. So maybe that was why.
I wouldn't dispute
I think
that.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to hear your opinion.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
believe so.
What would you, during your pregnancy, speaking on pregnancy, the whole thing, would you say you had a tough pregnancy, hard pregnancy? Like, what was your journey like?
It was like the easiest.
Really?
Yeah, I hate to say
Awesome.
this because
Other people are going to
people
be
are
like,
just weird, but
I don't like you.
whatever.
Blah,
I mean,
blah,
it's been
blah.
13 years ago. But yeah, my pregnancy, I was like pregnant for 4 months, to be honest, because I didn't know I was till I was 5 months gone. Exactly.
Wow.
Yep.
That
So-
means you had no symptoms. You
So
weren't
it
even
was-
showing.
No, nothing. So it was after I found out. I don't know the myth behind it, but like the moment I found out, like days down the line, my tummy just went boom.
Big.
Yep.
That happened to me.
So, but yeah, like the rest of the journey was good because I was going to uni. I was writing. I school in Benin Republic. Yeah, so I was going every week. I'll come on weekends.
Yeah.
Every other week I was coming home till I finished my final exams.
Awesome.
I stopped going to school at 8 months, 2 weeks. Yep. And I had, the only difference was my tummy was big.
Yeah.
No symptoms,
Nothing.
nothing. It was just
just
my
blessed.
body spray and my
Awesome.
perfume I had to do away with. That was
yeah.
it, but I was
had,
great.
yeah.
It was good.
Awesome.
I hope every other one is.
I mean, I knew immediately I was pregnant because for so long I was putting off. I've always wanted children. Like I was like, oh my God, yes, I would love to be a mom. And thinking of it now, I wish I was a mom years ago. Now that I am a mom, I hate that I left it so long. But I mean, everything happens for a reason.
Exactly.
So I was very hands-on with the app, like my Flow app. I was just avoiding. I better not get pregnant. I don't want to get pregnant yet. All of this. So I knew when I was pregnant because first I wasn't trying and it just happened, mispick, the girl whole thing, the girlies whole stuff. And like, so if I didn't know, I would have probably been like you. If I wasn't hands-on with my app and knowing my regular, I would have probably never known that I was pregnant.
But this was last year?
Last year.
I mean, I was a baby. Like, the things happening now.
That's true.
Like, everybody is woke now. Like, there are so many things happening. And there are still pregnancies like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think it's about being woke. It's about you as a person.
Your hormones, just how you function in general. Yeah.
So, I mean, back then, it was not something that...
easy.
Yeah.
It was it's a lot easier now.
Yeah, and plus then... Like, that was not what was...
Mentally.
Do you understand?
What actually went through your head when you found out?
Girl.
I mean, you were young. So obviously back then, I mean, Nigerians, we are very judgmental people in general. How did you feel, obviously, being back at uni?
That's the thing. Back then, there was none of this social media thing like that.
So
it was nothing.
Awesome.
It was
what about
nothing.
your parents? How did they take
So
that?
the thing is, with my parents, I was in final year. Their concern was, you have to finish uni.
Good.
And I finished with great grades. Like, I studied economics. I finished well, so they were good. It would have been... I would probably have been selling pure water on the streets.
God forbid.
No, I'm telling you for a fact, if I didn't finish uni.
They'll kick you out.
What?
Get out.
So the fact that I finished uni, like, I didn't even care. Because, I mean, when I used to turn up in uni with a bomb, people were like, Shola, you're the only one. I'm like, yeah, because at the end of the day, I know who I owe this to my parents. I don't care about what anybody else has to say. I finished uni, my lecturers, everybody was so good to me. Because the fact that I was turning up in school, doing everything, everybody was hands-on.
Yeah.
It was
and the
great.
fact that you were mentally, okay, yes, there might have not been social media, but kids are horrible. I'm sorry, of all ages, like the bullies. So the fact that you still physically every single day went to school with the bump, regardless of when you were showing.
I mean, I've always had that I really don't care attitude from a very...
How do you do that? Is it just within?
No, because I'm self-confident. Like, do you understand? I really don't need anybody to tell me anything to feel good about myself. So yeah, and that's what, to be honest, I always used to say, even to my son, like, you don't need anybody to tell you you're good enough before you know you're good enough. Because it just limits how far you're going to go as a person.
And your expectations from people. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's how I've always been, that's how I'll always be, and that's how I'll tell people around me to actually be, because that's the way to go.
Nice. I like that. What was childbirth like during childbirth?
It wasn't painful.
Okay. No, because you went like this, was like, oh, what?
I mean, because I always used to say to people, I was very young. Okay. So it was
easier. You say that now, though. There's some young girls that are struggling.
Yeah, but it was not like easy, but it wasn't that bad. Like the way people say, childbirth is I think toothache is the worst pain ever. I'm not even kidding.
Stop it. I have been through 2 of them.
Girl, so I'm telling you, it was not so bad. It was like 4 hours in total.
Okay, so you're a lucky girl.
Yeah.
Who was it a couple of days ago? 72 hours labour. 3 days, she said.
What?
Yeah. So you're a lucky girl. But there are people out there struggling, don't worry.
I know.
Okay, I do have one final question for you. What advice would you give young mums out there that are struggling? New mums, not young mums. New mums out there that are struggling, and young mums, because I mean, you were a young mum at some point.
So firstly, you just need to set the tone for yourself, because if you don't, nobody would. You have to come to the realization that you are a mom now. Yes. And that's the first step. Once you are in that
mental state,
everything comes to you naturally. Yeah. If your child is overacting, and you know that yes, these things are are bound to happen. Yeah. But if you're still in a limbo thinking that
my life is over.
Exactly. It's that's the beginning of something beautiful.
100%. Oh my God, I didn't know how this journey was.
That's the beginning of something beautiful, but it starts with you. If you want it to be beautiful, you have to say to yourself that, you know what, I'm here now and it's going to be a beautiful journey. Awesome. And that's how you kick off, really.
No, it's like a rebirth. Like, my birthday's coming up pretty soon, and honestly, throughout this year, I mean, the year's barely, 5 months, But since I've had a baby since last year, I'm a total different person.
Yeah,
like,
in what
and I
sense?
love this person that I am. I feel like I'm more mature mentally now. I feel like this thing you're talking about, I don't care. My I don't care has reached another level. I mean, I was a sort of I don't care person before, but now it's completely different. I really do not care. So yeah, I feel like the only thing I care about is this little
Yes,
creature.
because you have somebody looking up to you.
Yeah.
You don't want your child seeing you as an insecure person, or like you want to set the tone and the example for your child. So that's why in most cases, like I always try to be the best I can, because even if my child doesn't say, "Oh, mommy, I see you," I know he sees me. He sees the way I handle things, and I can see the reflection of that in him and everything he does. And that's really the beauty of it all.
You just said something and I had to ask. You know, you said, "Oh, mommy, I see this." Would you ever take permission from him if you needed to, like, if there was some sort of job that you had to do that maybe deep down inside you would feel, I don't think if Tifa saw this, I don't think he would approve.
So now the thing is, we are so close that it's not even a matter of should I talk to him about it. Like,
you will.
Yeah, we talk about daily activities, like obviously things that are within his age range, not literally everything about
Good,
myself,
of course, yeah.
We talk about things, work, and because I just want him to have the full understanding of how life works. Do you understand? Because life is not everything. It's not roses. It's not a bed of roses. Exactly. And I really want him to grow to have a sense of responsibility. You know, it's not everything you want that you always get. Even if you can't get it, there must be, you know, a reason why you can and cannot have stuff. 100%. So we always talk about all these things. Work.
And so what is his in disapproval?
So now the thing with my son is, it's not like it just gives me his own piece of and so it's left for me to think, okay, is this the right thing to do?
He's already a great man.
Yes, he is. He doesn't say, oh, mommy, don't do that. No. He will just come out and say, this is what I feel. So it's left for me to go back and think about it and say, okay, fine, let me ask for my mom's opinion, my brother's opinion, and let's see how it goes. But he doesn't come out and say, oh, no.
He's a young man already.
I'm his mother now. Even if I'm telling you,
I mean, like, when he say, "Mommy, no, you cannot do that."
Exactly.
Like, who is he? Go to your room.
Exactly. But like, his opinion counts a great deal, though. Yeah.
That's good. What sort of personality do you think he's taking your personality?
So he's so lucky because he like picked the best out of
the both of you.
Yeah,
oh,
everybody.
So
like he just.
You're blessed.
Yes.
I'm so happy for you. That's awesome.
And I just pray that it just keeps being like that. Because to be honest, it's growing now and it's like, you know, it's mixing with...
And the world is changing rapidly. Yes. Like there's so many horrible things out there.
We got this.
God
is solidly
100%.
behind us.
Good. And we, the internet people, we're proud of you.
Please live internet people.
Love you. Yes, please.
Yeah, exactly. Like my family members, every other person that I know personally, they are proud of me. Because trust me, these same internet people, if something goes wrong,
they will forget you.
They won't even forget. They will truly mess you up mentally. So let's just keep it, you know. I appreciate the love, but
Good. No, you're so right. You're so right. Exactly. And I love so much about you, like, we're out here, but like obviously I don't really know much about you except from the internet, but I love this person you are. I don't see this side of I actually do see this side of you on the internet. You don't post much about your personal life, but you have this courage about yourself on your social media that's just like, I am me. I don't care about anyone else. In a respectful manner, not in a, you know, arrogant.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean, I respect everybody's opinions, like whatever works for you. But don't impose whatever you think is working for you on me. You can give me advice here and there. If I like it, I'll take it. But you don't shove it down my throat, is all I'm saying. Because I wouldn't do the same.
And so I feel like you're your own boss.
Exactly.
Who's about to tell you?
And I feel like that's how life is supposed to be. You know, and people just are just so insecure. So as a result, they want everybody else around them to be miserable. That's not 100%. How to so that's why I'm like, this internet, even my son, I'm like, just leave.
Good. Is he a social media person? Oh, you've got a great man.
Yes. No. And I gave him a very good reason why. Now that's the thing. I don't have to like shout at him. Yeah, he
Yeah.
understands this thing. And he
Yeah.
knows that I will never say no to something that will benefit his life.
Yeah.
Like, he trusts
Good,
me
good,
that much. So
good.
he just doesn't argue.
Oh, I love this. Oh, thank you so much, Shola. So we're just going to do a little mummy quote.
Okay.
So they're going to provide us with cardboards.
Okay.
And you're just going to write anything personal to
Okay.
you that relates to you and your motherhood
Okay.
experience in general.
Got it.
So we have managed to scribble out some passionate words about motherhood. I'll let Shola go first.
My card says, this is one that I live by the way. Your kids don't want a perfect mom. They want a happy one.
Oh, I love that. Awesome. Nice. So mine says, being a mother is the highest paid job since the payment is pure love. Yes, that's what I'm going through now. Just the love and smile that I get from him. I'm like, oh, I love this. But yeah, Shola, thank you so much. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of this episode. I wish I could chat to you much longer because I actually enjoyed talking to you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But no, you're so awesome. And honestly, it means a lot that you came on here to support, obviously. So thank you so much for your presence. And we do not take that for granted. So thank you again. Thank you. Let's cheers to motherhood, baby girl. All the best, and you're smashing it. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, babe.